Hello YouTube, and welcome to Not Another Wi-Fi Battle. Today I am bringing you my top 10 Generation 6 Pokemon. But first, a little announcement. I will be getting more battles up soon. Honestly, I was getting such horrible luck in battling the last few days that I did it. All in a row, every battle I could not have any luck, and I just really got upset with it. But I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to start doing some more battles, so leave friend codes below if you want to battle me, and I will start posting some that I have waiting in my VS recorder. But now, back to the show. Number 10, Xerneas. Xerneas is a legendary Pokemon, and I usually find them cool. Visually, it's really awesome, has a nice design. I like its crazy rainbow horns. I like rainbows. Its signature move is really interesting. I know it's like Skull Bash, and then it's like, oh, wait a turn, but then the second turn it gets all these power boosts, and yeah, so that's something cool, and that's something I would really like, but it is the legendary of Andy's version, and he really likes it, so it's not my thing because of that. Number 9, Yveltal. This is the legendary of my Generation 6 game, making it much more cool than Andy's. It's Dark type, which is one of my favorites, really cool. It has another awesome design, so that's cool with both of the main legendaries in this generation. But compared to some of my favorite past legendaries, like Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Suicune, and Regirock, it's just not my favorite. But I mean, hey, it's still better than Fiona, so that counts for something, right? No? Number 8, Slurpuff. This is one of the very few fairy types that I actually like. Fairy is my least favorite typing, and it's weird and it's cute and it makes me want to eat ice cream, and I like it. I like ice cream. It has Unburden as one of its abilities, which is one of my favorite abilities there is, so that makes it really, really cool. And yeah, so I really want to use one, and somebody should trade me since it isn't in my game. Number 7. Goodra. Goodra is a dragon type, making it cool already. It is a pure dragon type and not dumb like Drudigan, who I don't like at all. It has 3 very, very cool, very different abilities, which is really neat just because you never know what you're getting into. There's Gooey, so you can be afraid to make contact, but there's Hydration and Sap Sipper too, so that's cool. And I've never really looked at its stats until I just made this graphic, but I love them. And yeah, so this is another Pokemon that I really need to train up soon. Number 6, Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum is a fossil Pokemon, which is a plus. It's a dragon type, which is super plus. It has a unique dragon rock typing, which I don't think anyone else has had, unless I'm just being stupid and thinking of something else, but so I guess that's cool, even though rock's not my favorite thing. It's pretty cool still. Its name begins with Ty, like a similarly designed dinosaur dragon thing. It has 2 abilities, both of which I like. And yeah, I like it more than Tyranitar, who has never really been my thing. And I don't have anything bad to say about Tyrantrum. Number 5, Greninja. Greninja is water and dark, which are both cool typings. It is a ninja, which is also cool and my thing. It is a frog, which is cool. It is not a toad, and so it should not be named Jiraiya. Its ability, Protean, its hidden ability, makes it incredibly powerful. It has high speed, which is cool and my thing. It has a tongue scarf, which is really cool. And yeah, it's one of the first Pokemon that I EV trained in Gen 6, and I do really well with it. I like it. It's kind of easy mode, but it's cool, and yeah, I like it. Number 4, Noivern. Noivern is dragon and flying, which is cool, but a very, very common typing, so there's a lot to compete with in that regard. It has very high speed, which is not super common for dragons. They tend to have mediocre speed. Its stats really favor its special attack, which is cool because that's my favorite type of attack, and it makes it different than most every other dragon, especially the dragon flying types. It's a cool bat design, and that's cool because it's not Zubat's family, which is not really cool, except for Crobat's kind of cool. And I used one in my first playthrough of the game, and it was pretty sweet, and I like it. Number 3, Meowstic. These things are really, really cool looking designed. I really like that they have the male-female split, and with different moves and abilities. That's really cool. And it's also pretty cool that it's not the traditional, like, Nido King, Nido Queen. The male is, like, more physical, the female's more defensive. So that's kind of neat. And they're cats, which are adorable. And they are psychic types, which has always been one of my favorites. And yeah, just they're very awesome. I used one of these as well in my first playthrough of the game, and I really loved it, and I have always loved it since. Number 2, Drag Algae. I have no idea if that's how you actually say its name, but I'm guessing so because it like lives in water and algae and stuff and poison. But anyways, I really like its unique typing. Dragon is again my favorite, and Poison has also been one that I've always liked. Its abilities are cool, Poison Touch and Poison Point, so you never know how you're going to get poisoned, but you will. I like its coverage. I used one in my first playthrough as well, and it was nice. I remember I had Scald, I had Dragon Pulse, I had Sludge Bomb, I think I had Flamethrower, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I like its coverage, I like its special defense. Doesn't have the best stats ever outside of that, but it will probably always be a good underused Pokemon, and someone that I will like to use because it's a dragon. And my number 1 Kalos Pokemon is Chestnut. When the starters were first announced, I actually went out and bought a Team Chessman shirt. Then they released the evolutionary forms, and I was even more happy. Grass and Fighting is a really cool type combo, but Breloom has never been my favorite thing. I've never trained one. Stat-wise, this thing isn't my usual niche of speed and special attack, but I love it. I love its paladin theme, its design, its bulkiness. I love its hidden ability, which protects it from Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb, meaning it can wall Gengar, and some other common moves. I tend to always go for the grass starters, and this was no exception. It is definitely my favorite of the 3, and it's one of my possibly top 10 starters for sure, but maybe one of my favorite top 5. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a list for the future. But anyways, that's my list. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did I forget your favorite? Request any other videos. Leave a friend code. We can have a battle. Yeah, so have a good one.